Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Three Crones and the Woo Woo. How you all doing today? I am one of your hostesses, Miss Gayle Nicholson with Creative Command Coaching and Consulting. To my side, I have Miss Krista Ducharme with Dimensional Healing with Krista, and supporting us from below, as always, Damaris Samolinski with Ask the Genie with Damaris Samolinski. Wait, what the hell did I just do? Your name, Damaris Samolinski. I like it though. I like it.
Well, Damaris, your name has changed. How do you
Yes.
feel about that?
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
today is a huge day on the planet.
Oh my
It
gosh.
is 2/2/2/2. Woohoo!
Woo!
Oh my gosh.
And wait. We have one more Tuesday.
Yes, it is Tuesday. It is Taco Tuesday in the
Yes.
United States.
Yes.
And it's National Margarita Day. So get your
Damn, I have
Taco
the wrong
Tuesdays
drink.
and your margaritas up. Krista's already starting.
Yes.
just have sparkly
hey,
water.
y'all, it's 6 p.m. here. I need it.
Yes.
I'm having G&T tonight. We only have margaritas on Fridays here. But, G&T on Tuesdays. That,
Yes.
a tea and a tea,
There you go. There you go. And Amtrak has announced that every train today will be called a tutu train.
Really?
I'm just a joke. Don't know.
Oh my God, no, that
Krista.
would be so funny. Oh my God, the marketing on that.
Right?
Imagine.
Oh, they
Are you
missed the
amazing?
boat. Well, they missed their train company. Of course, they missed the boat. Duh. Anyway. Alrighty.
We have to tell everybody, all right, we have to tell them that we've already talked today. We usually never, ever talk on Tuesdays before our show.
Yes.
And the only reason why I'm saying we have to tell everybody we talked today is because we're kind of giddy.
Kinda.
We had a
talk about what was
meeting, we got a little
happening
bit
today.
cheeky. So
Yeah, little sassy.
Well-
So are we gonna tell them now what we talked about, or are we gonna wait until later?
No, I think, well, we can wait until later in the show. We can tell them now. I mean, for me, I think that, hey, frankly, I want everyone to know what we're doing because, you see, that's just the way I am.
Yes, we could tell them now. Go ahead.
You want to
Krista.
tell them now? Okay, Krista, why don't you tell them?
Okay, y'all. All right. I have no problem telling you. In my so Southern thing, I guess it's coming out to do this. We, the Three Crones, and you heard me talk a little bit about it last week. We are really in the midst. I mean, we are talking like the weeds of it, creating Three Crones in the Woo Woo podcast into an actual LLC podcast. So what
We're legit.
so legit. So then we can make money. Ultimately, it is because we've had so much feedback from you guys. Whether you want merch from us, whether you want to have more one-on-one time with us, whether you want us to, be creating our membership site. And that's what we want to do. We are wanting to provide all of this for you. Not nearly as easy as a click, click, click. We have to, in order to make sure that everything, because it's a partnership, that everything is working well, we have to kind of go through stuff. So earlier today, we met and we were discussing and we were really getting into the nitty gritty. And if this is something that you guys like for our observers and watchers, please give us woots, congratulations, hearts. I want to see what you want us to provide in the comments. And I'm talking those who are watching us live. I'm talking those watching us later, because what you want is going to help us drive where we're going.
Yes.
And and then later on, we're going to be asking for help from our community, because we're going to need some people who are a lot more tech savvy than the three of us are to help us marry up a few things. So if you know someone who would love to help out we are talking green business, in partnership to rise up, let us know.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So did I kind of sum it up, y'all?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm so excited. And I'm really excited about the fact that, we've had so many great ideas as far as woo-woo merch that, it's like we've wanted to put it out there and we just didn't have the legal structures in place to be able to set up a bank account to receive your payments for the merch. That it stopped us from our creativity kind of got stymied. And I am so very excited because we have come up with some great ideas. We've had some great suggestions from you guys out there in the audience. And let's put our bling on and get this going. Segue into, I want to give you guys a report on the unboxing from last week from Damaris's product. Now, this is not a 3 Crones product, but it's a 1/3 Crone product.
And that's just as awesome.
Yes, absolutely. So, hi, Tracy. Hi, Allison. Hi, Ada. Thanks so much for joining us today and commenting. I'm so glad you're here. So last week we unboxed Damaris's head to toe oil, and I have Sue come in here.
I thought she said she was going to come play with us, so we'll see.
Will. She's just a little bit fashionably late. So at any rate, we did this unboxing video, and it's called Head to Toe Oil, and it's got a number of wonderful things in it. And I've been using it this past week on my skin, and then yesterday I did a treatment on my hair. And my gosh, you guys, you may not realize this is Michigan, okay? My hair, with the amount of dry heat that we have inside and the amount of wool that I wear outside, this is unbelievable. It is so hydrated. It feels so silky. I mean, it just, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. It's like I just got a salon treatment. And it's not overly oily. It just feels so nice and soft. And we were just talking about the only drawback is that the rosemary oil will make my hair grow faster. So that means I'm going to have to go back to the salon and have my roots done more often.
Yes, that's what
first world problems.
Yay, Sue has arrived. Yay.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Party can get started now.
Right?
It looks great. It does. Your hair looks great. It does. And thank you for that testimonial. I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
you deserve it.
I would love to say I'm jealous, but I don't have to worry about the dyeing aspect. My hair grows at such a rapid rate already. And I'm like, I so want to try this. I so want to try it. But I'm like going, that's right. Rosemary oil does grow your hair faster.
It does. It does.
I can't wait, honestly, until my hair is enough gray that I can stop, refreshing the blonde in it.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to get to that phase. But watching my mom's hair gray going as she went older, it's like, oh man, it's just the in-between phase, because she never colored her hair ever. And the in-between phase can be kind of weird. Anyway,
tell your body you want to own it. I'm telling you, the day I decided to own my gray, and Damaris, whoop, whoop, that's awesome. I'm so excited for you. But the day I decided to own my gray, for any of you, see this lusciousness? Yes, I am really lucky. I wish that you guys had a photo of my dad. Maybe my mom, Sue, will post a picture of him. He's really all silver. And ever since I was a little girl, all I wanted to be was silver. My silver I thought was more like my grandfather, but now my dad's that. And for me, honestly, it was the day I said, that's it, I'm done. I want to own my gray. And the more I own it, the more appears.
But it looks great on you.
It does.
I think we all would look amazing.
Yeah.
That's just me. I think we all would look amazing. The secret is buying the right bluing shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know my secret? Right there. I used to use Matrix, the bluing shampoo from
Yeah.
Matrix. No, now I only use Moroccan oil blowing shampoo.
Oh, nice.
And
Oh,
I have to tell you, it is worth every single penny. Every single
nice.
because my hair doesn't look blue,
No, it
right?
doesn't.
Yeah.
It looks great.
My
So,
daughter's mother-in-law, she just recently had her done in that very stylish style where they strip the color out and make it gray, right?
oh
My
wow.
hair won't sustain that, but she's naturally dark brunette and hers
Mhm.
can. And she's been using, I don't know which purple shampoo
Yeah,
it is,
yeah,
but
yeah.
when she came over the other day for my daughter's birthday party, her hair was this a beautiful shade of lavender.
Oh,
Ooh.
And that's one thing that kind of scares me. It's like if I'm going gray, if I'm using the bluing shampoo or the purple shampoo, it does tend to leave a tint behind, doesn't it?
it can. Some of them. The Moroccan does not. Some of them can. And I have dyed my hair, but on purpose. I dyed it purple, all in the front
Yeah.
when I first did this.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you, one of the things I aspire to be able to do is make my hair like screaming blue, like this color blue. Right?
Ooh.
Like when my hair gets really silver, I'm going to go in and be like, okay, make it screaming blue and then wash out. The dilemma or the challenge with some of the colors is you have to know what color it turns into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so the one thing about the blue, when you do it, it turns a really yucky green. So I don't know if it'll be that or if I'll go back in and be like, oh, give me screaming purple, and I'll go and turn pink.
Yeah. It's
But
not
yeah,
bad when they fade out lightly, you know.
yeah.
I have always kind of wanted to go unicorn. But the
Like a
fade
rainbow?
out, yeah, like the rainbow unicorn, but unicorn is the vibrant blue and
It is.
magenta and you know,
You can't wash your hair or be in the sun.
yeah.
Or
And
You
go in
know,
the pool, right?
I mean, you wash
You go
your
in the
hair.
pool, you can ruin
Oh,
it
yeah,
well, yeah, that's the other.
depending
with
on
the
the
chlorine.
chlorine content. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
If it's a salt pool, it won't ruin the dye.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
sadly, in the U.S., we don't use salt pools like they do around the globe. We
Yeah.
have a tendency we're still dominated by chlorinated pools.
Yep.
But I'll
But
tell you,
salt pools are so much better for your
oh,
Yeah,
skin.
they are.
they are. They're better. I mean, just
Yeah.
from a homeopathic level, they're better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love it. So yeah, I would be so jealous because my hair, I don't know, there's not enough of it to do the unicorn look. Oh yeah, that would be like super cool. Maybe I'll grow my hair
But
just
the
to
blue
do
would look
that.
nice too, or the purple on you. It would look
Mhm.
It'd
nice.
be fun, something different, right?
And your hair's short, so it grows out and you cut it off.
One
I
of
know,
my
yeah,
friends that I used to work with at the bank, she has very, very short hair, right?
yep.
And she got her hair done in it's I want to say modeled, okay? And it was blonde and brown and black, and her girlfriend called her tabby cat.
That's awesome.
That's exactly what it looked like. And I loved it. I loved it. So you could probably do something like that, but with bright color instead. Do
Yeah,
like leopard
definitely.
spots.
That would be too much fun. Tracy, I don't know if she's still on or if she's off. I don't see any of her chats. A couple of years ago,
here.
she stripped her hair and the coloring that ended up, it was amazing because she was just trying to get her hair back to where she could do something more neutral rather than layering. And she had been layering and layering and layering and layering all these colors for like ever. And then she stripped her hair and it was so super cool looking.
Really?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Trace, if you're in here at all, you need to share a photo of when you stripped your hair and you had that fun coloring in. And she was like, Krista, I didn't do well. She calls me Chrissy, but you all can't call me Chrissy. But she calls me Chrissy, and she said, yeah, no, she's like, I did nothing. My hair, that was what happened. So, I mean, it's amazing when you decide to just be.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. So, how has this week been for you guys? We've been doing a lot of stuff. How's this week been? Do you have plans for Taco Tuesday 2/22/22?
I'm probably going to make tacos, homemade tacos. I love tacos.
Can I come to your house?
Come over.
I think my daughter's trying to get together a group of girls to go out and have tacos and margaritas tonight.
Nice. Yeah. No, we're at the moment. I have no clue. We might end up doing leftovers. It's been a very busy Tuesday for me. I've been trying to be positive. For those of you there in the U.S., whether you're East Coast or West Coast or in between, keep your positive. Remember, this is a special day with all the twos. It's a portal day. Keep your vibe high. Watch what you think about, because you don't want to be thinking about what you don't want to have happen. You want to be thinking about what you do want to have happen.
Yes.
In terms of what we've been doing around in this house, so we've been in storm after storm after storm after storm since last Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. So we had one small break on Saturday, and my husband and I missed it, getting out and enjoying the sun. So we've been working on our third floor, which is where I am, and actually cleaning and reorganizing, because it's also been the full moon.
Mm-hmm.
So we were really embracing it and getting rid of the things. It just made getting rid of stuff. That's why I love sorting and cleaning during full moon energy, because all of a sudden it's like, I don't need this. It's so easy to just shed what you don't need or want.
We should all be doing that too, though.
Yeah. And so today, now that I shed it all weekend, today I've been just working on, thinking about really what it is that I want to see, and going forward. And that's been, I think, really important for us as Three Crones in the Woo Woo, and just the other things that are going on in my life, because I had to wear my other hats too today. I can't just be woo woo.
You are woo woo wherever you go. There's no escaping the woo in Krista.
No, there isn't. We live it.
Well, Damaris, tell us. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Krista. Go ahead.
I was going to say we own it.
Yeah.
I need to peel off a little bit here.
Woohoo! She's stripping. She's stripping. Oh my gosh. All right. So one of the things that I was thinking of before we got on as I was getting dressed today was we haven't done an underwear check in a long time.
Oh yeah, what color do I have?
So put in your comment in the comments what color underwear you're wearing today. And while I tell you about this, because I pulled out a pair of underwear that I don't often wear today, and I went to put them on and gave myself a wedgie. Do you have a pair of underwear that are really adorable? They're not quite a thong, okay? But they're meant for young, firm buttocks to keep the crotch out of the crack. And when you get to my age, it just doesn't stop it.
What is it, 22? Is that what you're saying?
I'm like, oh my God, I am not young enough for these underwear.
You're too funny.
All right.
My goodness.
Enough of that. Let's listen to what's going on with the planets today with Damaris.
All right. So, I mean, I had to talk about the Pluto return. It's today. It starts today, the 222, 22. So, really, we are at a turning point in on as a nation and on the planet itself. And I spoke about this before. Pluto, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, so we also have to add the energy of Scorpio in this. Scorpio could be the saint or the devil. And we spoke about that, the Santa or the Satan, right? But it is a sign and a planet of, it's about death, resurrection, and transformation. It's literally when you're born, say, in hell, because Pluto is the lord of the underground. When you're born in hell and you just come out of the ashes, that kind of happened to me. And I'll just add that a little bit into the mix. When I was a little girl, my mother died. And so that brought me into that Pluto energy. And actually, Pluto was conjunct my son at the time of my birth.
Yeah.
And so that brought me that energy. And so what does that mean? I had to go through a lot in order to sort of like become the phoenix. And what do I mean by the phoenix is that I could have went backwards. I could have, become the victim the rest of my life. I could have, just went down the wrong path, completely. But I didn't, thankfully. So I resurrected and I transformed. And really that's what that energy is all about. As a nation, because we're going into a Pluto return, well, we just today, it started. It only happens every 246, 248 years, a Pluto return, because it's it takes the longest to orbit around the Earth. So it just means that, we're going to go back to the original Constitution. In 1777, our founding fathers wrote the Constitution, and somewhere along the lines, I think it was 95 years later, something happened when we weren't following the Constitution. And so now we're going back to the original Constitution, which is an amazing thing. We're going to a planet of peace and healing. And that is so amazing. I mean, it's going to take a while, but we're already begun. Today is the beginning of that. So I think it's such a huge celebration that we're going into a healing phase. We're going into a resurrected phase of the nation and also of the planet. And so we all need to own that power within us to resurrect ourselves from whatever we're going through, because a lot of people are going through different things. And so the more that we go within, we go internally, and we see the reason why we had to go through the trials and tribulation. It's really so that you can become that saint, so to speak, right? Because we have to go through stuff in order to sort of transform it and then become a better human. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what is happening individually and collectively, not just for the nation, but for the world. And that number 3 today, it's so amazing, because the number 3 is all about our self-expression. When we can't express ourselves, we're not us. We're not who we are. When we're, sort of, limited within ourselves, or someone else is limiting us, we can fully be who we are, and we can fully express our soul expression and be on that purpose or that mission that we came here to be. So once we are able to, overcome those limitations, we're able to express ourselves fully. And that's what the 3 is about. It's about full expression. Creativity is about finding who we are really, and expressing that to ourselves and to the world, because usually your gifts are not just meant for you, they're meant for other people who you're going to bless with those gifts, right? Yeah. Now the 33, when you get to that level, it becomes the master number 33, which is the Christ number. It's really the Christ consciousness number. 33 is actually, the 3 alone is Jupiter ruled, but the 33 is Neptune ruled, which then has to do with that, Christ consciousness also, because of Pisces. Now, Pisces is the higher level of Venus. So when you look at the 3, you look at let's say the Empress, right? In the tarot, she's the Empress, is Venus ruled. It's, reaping the fruit of our labor, for ourselves and other people. So we really want to be able to lose all limitations. We cannot allow anyone or anything to like kind of restrict us, right? And that goes along with the Pluto energy that we're talking about. It's all about, being the phoenix, coming out of the ashes, coming out of whatever has limited us, whatever has bounded us, whatever has, kept us from being who we really are, then raising our level of consciousness to the Christ consciousness, becoming the teacher, becoming, bringing blessings wherever we go. That's that 3 energy. And that's what this is starting. Really, the 22222 is starting all of that for us as a nation, as a planet. It is just beautiful. Imagine all of us just cutting the shackles and just becoming who we really are and embracing who we are and sharing those blessings with others and everybody else doing the same. It just becomes just a beautiful, beautiful planet of healing, of nurturing, of love and compassion. And that's what all of those numbers are about. Venus, which I was talking about, is the Empress, which is the 3. It's all about love and compassion, bringing it up to the higher level of Neptune and Pisces. It's all Christ consciousness. And so we become the teacher, the preacher. We become the guide for other people. And
Nice.
so that's what we're beginning today. I have goosebumps, really. It's a time for celebration. Even though it's going to be a slow process, it's begun today. Today it has begun. And so it's going to be beautiful. It's going to take a while, like I said, but if each one of us steps into that, into that role, then we can help others do the same. And as we do that, we lock hands and we just keep going and keep helping others do the same. And before you know it, we're going to have a beautiful planet, not just for humans, but for animals and everything else, everything else. The planet has been under upheaval, chaos, mistrust of authority, misuse of power for a long, long time. And you know what? If you think about it, it could be our own faults because we haven't been paying attention. You know what I mean? We get so lost in, going to work, coming home, making dinner, going to the supermarket, running errands that we're not paying attention. And so
it's someone else's job.
What was that?
Yeah.
It's someone else's job.
I know, right? Yeah, that's what we
it really isn't. The someone else, by the way, point back at you.
That's right.
You're that someone else.
That's right. Yeah. That 33, the savior, the teacher, the blessings, it's all about Christ consciousness. The savior, when you add the numbers, is 33. Blessing, when you add the numbers, 33. Teacher, when you add the numbers, 33. So it's like that's what we have to thrive for, to break the shackles, really release who we really are to the world, and show the self-expression, whatever gifts we brought in, and bring them out into the physical, if you will, not just keep them stored inside. And so it's really a turning point. It's a turning point.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, that is. I mean, what you're saying is really true, and very much so. With a lot of things that are happening, not just within our own personal lives, not just within our personal communities, but if you grow it out and expand it out, I mean, even globally, there are lots of things that are occurring and happening that in some of it, it's trying to become a repeat. It's trying to replay something that's already been played out. And part of the reason why my sense of what I'm getting with all of this and the energy, and correct me if I'm wrong, Damaris, is that it's trying to replay to see if we're going to say, yo, whoa the boat.
Well, you know what?
Because that's not the way it needs to play.
Yeah, the way I feel is, who is anybody to control you or to limit you, right? We all have the same birthright, and that's that's stated in our nation's constitution, right? And so who is anybody to limit us in any way, shape, or form? And so if anybody wants control, that's when abuse of power comes in. That's when, we have all the chaos that we have. And so we're at a turning point where we, the people, each of us individually, are saying, no, I want to express who I am. I want to live my soul's purpose, and so that nothing can stop that. Nothing can stop that. And so that's what's happening.
So, ladies, I'm sorry, I got so engrossed into Damaris's explanation that I didn't pay any attention to the comments that were coming through.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, I have to take a step back and ask about this if anybody knows what's going on, because I did not make this comment. I did not make this comment.
Was me? No,
that was you. And how is it coming through under my name?
I have no earthly idea.
Because I'm like, no, black and gold.
Black and gold. So I'm the one with the multi. All right, I own multi. I'm multi-pieces. There's so much.
I thought it was Krista.
I've been hacked by Krista.
Ladies.
Right?
No, I have no clue. Sometimes, you and I think that
because you're an admin on my
Facebook
business page.
But it's good that it's her and not a hacker,
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. It'd be really scary if they knew what color underwear I was really wearing. That would be like, oh, I'm in the house. No.
So funny.
Who was watching Naked Dress?
Right? Oh my God. Yes, exactly, Allison. Too funny. Okay. No, I 100% agree with what Damaris is saying. And as you were talking, I was thinking about, because you mentioned 1777 for the Constitution, and it kind of froze my brain for a second. And I'm like, independence, right? The Declaration of Independence was in 1776, but the Constitution wasn't written till after. Now, here's the really cool thing about this that kind of just popcorned in my brain as you were talking about this. The original intent of this country was that self-expression, that independence from people that were suppressing us, taking from us without recompense, and so on, right? That was the initial idea behind the founding of this country as separate from England.
Yes.
Right? So it does come back to that individualized self-expression, right? And then, the republic part of it came in, and we created this Constitution. Okay, here's the rules that everybody has to adhere to.
Yes.
And it kind of got sidetracked from that initial independence.
So we now have the original independence.
Right. We now have this opportunity to go back and reclaim that initial independence, that initial self-expression.
That's right. Rewrite our stories.
Yes.
Definitely.
From a soul.
But here's the key. Here's the key with understanding all of this. Please remember, and I'm just going to poo-poo the part that a lot of people want to overlook, is that the people that originally wrote all of this, even though they stated for everyone, even though the everyone means landowners, people with money, people with status. It does not mean women, and it does not mean anyone that does not look white. And I do not ever play any political side of anything. This is the historian in me. That's what my degree's in.
Well, we're talking from a biblical perspective as a birthright. As a birthright.
But you're right. And I understand. And I guess for me is that I'm adding that caveat because you can see both aspects. And but as much as I want to say, rather than the document that's written, it's the intention that was set behind it.
Yes.
Yeah. Because the document that was written is different, I think, than necessarily the intention, because I do believe that there were a lot of people that believed that it didn't matter if you're a woman, it didn't matter if you owned land, it didn't matter what your skin color was. This meant for everybody. However, my sense is when you actually are with the document, that there's a lot more limitations in the intent of what is written.
Well, I
And that's
think
just
you make a really good point with that, Krista, because the energy behind the declaration itself, right, is that all of mankind is created equal. At the moment of their inception, they have absolutely the same as everyone else.
By birthright.
Exactly. And then we get into, okay, well, what exactly does that mean? And what are the rules and who do they apply to and who gets a say, which takes us into the Constitution, the rules, the only men get to vote, only landowners have a say.
We're going back to the original, by birthright, that everybody, you know, has the right to be free and pursue happiness.
Right.
You know?
And the language of the day is very limiting.
But the preamblum, if we only focus on the preamblum, and I'm going to give Schoolhouse Rock a little bit.
We all know right from wrong, right?
Right?
We all do.
Yeah.
You know, even if people know right from wrong and they still want to do wrong, that's up to them. That's when that devil and that saint is, you know, at play with that Scorpio energy that I was talking about. So, you know, if you want to be the devil, you're going to reap the consequences of that. If you want to be the saint by becoming the teacher and bringing blessings to everyone that you come into contact with, that's a different story. And so, you know, we're not going by what men wrote. We're going by what God has given us as, you know, by birthright.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What were you going to say, Krista?
No, I'm just saying that the intention is, and I get the whole aspect. And I guess for me, I think this is a great lesson, because even what the three of us, remember how I said, oh, I see bills running into our account, and Gayle's like, no, it's not bills. And I mean, I'm visualizing little dollars, little euros.
Yep. I'm like, no, cash, no bills, cash,
no bills,
no cash. And it was very correct. And so I kind of giggle, but I totally grasp it. And I love it. And I guess maybe it's because there's a lot, and in my part of the world, for those who aren't watching the news, there's a lot going on in my aspect of the world.
We've seen that. I've seen that, what's going on.
There's a lot. And just send out positive vibes to everybody.
Well, you know how I see it, Krista, is, you know, death or liberty.
That's it. And I get it. And I will tell you what, those people have in their spirit and in their heart, liberty. And I'm just like, I love it. But I don't want to, you know, and I'm getting
we got a lot more to fit in right now.
We have a lot more to fit in. But my aspect, or where I was trying to come with it. Yeah, come on, me. Because I'm going to go down this road. Hello, it is purple fluorite this week. And I'm going to kind of go back into what Damaris was saying. And you'll have to forgive me a little bit. Kevin came home early, which was awesome. And we were chatting about world events. So purple fluorite is an amazing one. And it is right now. And it was really interesting because Genevieve, when she initially picked the card, and I have to share this, it comes up as fluorite. And I said, oh, it's fluorite. She goes, no, Mom, it's purple fluorite. The card did not say purple fluorite. She said purple fluorite. So please understand, Genevieve is also on the other side of the Atlantic right now. So she has no clue, and she probably will not be watching this because she's in class. However, I have a purple fluorite, and I'm not sure that one thing. I don't think it doesn't look very purpley. This is my bunny, and it's purple, and its name is Bunny. And I will see if I can take a picture of Bunny later. But purple fluorite, like any of the other stones that have multiple colors, they bring in a different energy. Fluorite for me, as a general rule, is a great one for focus. It's a great one for studying. It's a great one for learning, opening up the mind, expanding. Well, purple fluorite, and I actually wanted to pull it out, and I'm using my book of stones, and I'll show you the book here. I have to be careful. I have a what I call a working candle lit tonight to keep me honest. So I pulled it out of my book of stones. I don't. Yeah, you like that? Keep me honest.
That was cute.
It is. I'll tell you, a working candle is an amazing thing for y'all. I pulled it out because I wanted to get the aspect of Robert tonight. He's not always my favorite person in the world to quote or to be inspired by my crystals. However, his approach, it comes from a very geologist approach, and I feel like we need grounding. And because he thankfully has his geologist approach, and then he has Naisha's spiritual approach, it kind of balances out. But with each crystal and their color comes an energy. The really cool aspect of, about the purple fluorite is that it's for purification and access of the mind.
Interesting.
And what I'm saying by purification is it means it allows you to open your mind to what it is that you believe to be true, what it is, and it allows you to take all the mental noise, think of the white noise that you get from everyone else, perhaps maybe even being here, here with the three crones, and that's okay too. But it allows you to take that white noise, and actually access what it is that you're thinking, what it is that you're feeling, where it is that you're wanting to go. Which, if you actually think about what Damaris was just saying in terms of the Declaration of Independence prior to our Constitution, and that whole preamblum, and I will bring you back to Schoolhouse Rock. For those of you, I will include a link to Schoolhouse Rock because we all need to remember that.
Yes, me too.
But it brings you back to the essential. It's saying, go back to the essence of what it is that you think. Go back to the essence of what it is you believe. Go back to the essence of where it is that you feel like you belong in your community. And your community can be you and your cat. Your community can be you and 20 cats.
Romances.
By the way, I really don't recommend that. I am a cat person, but 20 cats, it really gets stinky. Sorry, my cat and her litter has been quite interesting lately, and I keep a pretty clean litter for her. But yeah, no, I mean it goes back to however you identify your tribe. Using fluorite though to tap into what means or what your what your message is for you is a wonderful stone. It is great. It's great to wear. I'm not wearing any fluorite actually. I don't think
it's so
I own any
because
fluorite.
the color purple
However,
is the color.
The purple is the color of our third eye.
Transmutation. It's transmutation. It's
And
the
it is.
Mutes. And pure.
It does. And it does. And it's great for your third eye.
And the crown.
It connects to your intuition. And so it's a wonderful stone. It's been used for generations. I mean, because it's such an abundant stone, all fluorites, purple being the most dominant that you'll find, At one point is considered to be more valuable than amethyst because it was considered to be a king stone. It's a fantastic stone to work with. Like I said, I don't have any as jewelry to wear. I just have several pieces. I particularly seem to be drawn to the rainbow fluorite.
Yep.
However, I do have this purple one, which does not show up today as purple on the camera.
No,
But
it's
it's a lavender colored, and she's awesome. Her name's Bunny, like I said. But really, try to tap into it. I know. And I know we're getting the whole bunny.
God,
part.
Krista.
Now, one of the things that I want to throw in there is that I've got this amazing piece of purple fluorite.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's packed right now. I can't show it to you, but it looks very much like a Borg ship, like the squares and like that. But when you're looking for a piece of fluorite, a lot of times you'll end up finding rainbow fluorite, but just the purple part of it. Okay. And that is a different stone than actual purple fluorite. Purple fluorite is also called Mexican fluorite because that's where the bulk of it comes from, is mined out of Mexico. And it does have more of not a cube shape like the rainbow fluorite, like diamond shaped cubes.
Diamond.
But it's more like
it looks actually
bismuth,
like
in that it's got the little angles and the little, like a Borg ship, basically, if you know Star Trek.
Yes.
So either way, and when you're looking for fluorite, it's completely okay if you have the rainbow fluorite and work with the purple part of it, or if you actually are lucky enough to find a piece of actual Mexican fluorite that is the deep, dark, like Brazilian amethyst purple. Here, let me give you this.
I only have the green,
like the tower on the right, as opposed to the thing on the left, right? Either way, you can work with the power of the purple, right, in either form of the fluorite. And if you're looking for a new piece of fluorite, please reach out to Sue at Classic Act Imports, because if she doesn't have any in stock, she will know where to get you the good stuff. Okay. And get connected.
So I'm wearing an Amazonite. No, not Amazonite. I'm wearing Ammonite. No, not right. I'm wearing a necklace in any case that she has in fluorite. I'm like, which one is it? I'm like trying to look and I can't look down. You know, when you have too much jewelry, when you have to look down, you can't see it, and you're like, oh shit.
Yes. You know what I run into with my star is when I flip my head upside down to blow dry my hair, it gets poking in up my nose. I wonder if Barry Manilow ever has that problem.
I don't know. You'll have to reach out and ask him.
Right?
I'm sure he'll answer.
Hard, like Gayle.
No, you are. I think you are his favorite fan.
I don't know. I think he's scared of me. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe
now he knows you're one of the
I'm not as scary anymore. But yeah, he's like, check under the counters. That stalker's in the house tonight. Anyway, let's take a minute and take a look at the card of the week. And this is kind of blowing my mind because we use the Galaxy Tarot app on my phone to generate this. And this is the third week in a row that on Tuesday, it has been the 10 of Pentacles, right? Which is a fantastic card. But whenever something comes up 3 times in a row, number one, pay attention to it. And number 2, check the algorithm. Right? So today's message for the 10 of Pentacles. Today, chances are you feeling like you have everything you need. In fact, maybe even everything you want. Ooh, I like it. All right. Give thanks for the gifts and experiences of your ancestors. And the vast body of knowledge created by the masters of your vocation. This is the legacy that's brought you to where you are now. Again, back to Schoolhouse Rock. Pay attention to your history. Stop the bad stuff from happening again because we aren't paying attention.
Yes.
All right.
100%.
You are taking your place in this lineage. Full self-expression. Step up. And how do you want to be remembered? I mean, that's a really good question to ask yourself pretty much every day or whenever you think of it, is how do I want to be remembered? Because from that space, you can create something to live into. You know, if you don't know where we don't know where we're going until we know where we've been, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So by asking your future self, okay, how do we want to be remembered? We can then take the actions now that will lead to that timeline. 2022 is a huge portal to be focusing on your highest good, your highest timeline. You can shift what timeline that you're in.
Yes.
I don't know who bribed who back in the 5-6 years ago, but we all woke up that morning in a shifted timeline in America.
Yes.
And many of us were just like, how did this happen? Right now is our opportunity to choose the highest possible timeline for all involved in this portal day. So let's talk a little bit about how we can make that happen through harmony in the midst of chaos. Okay. All right.
Well, you're speaking my song.
Right? Now,
right.
I love how all of this just ties together. Oh my gosh. It blows my mind every week, and it shouldn't. I hope it never gets old. But here we go. We're going back to the original emotion that created this country, the Declaration of Independence, the declaration that every human being is created by its creator with certain inalienable rights.
Yes.
The right to life, to liberty, the pursuit of happiness. And happiness is extremely individual. Right? Yes. What makes Damaris happy may not be the same thing that makes me happy. What makes Krista happy may not be the same thing that makes Damaris happy. But if we all are coming from the highest and best for all, eventually it will work out, right?
Yes.
So this time around, rather than going into that constitutional energy of, okay, here's the rules that we have to have in place so that these people can lord it over those people, right?
Yeah.
Then and the whole reason they did that is because, oh my gosh, if everybody thinks for themselves, that's chaos. That's anarchy. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Right?
Fear, right? It was based on fear.
It was totally fear-based. So what we have the opportunity to do now is to step into that idea of music, right? Where each individual note has its place in any score in order to create the most amazing symphony. And sometimes you might even use 3 or 5 of those notes together to create a completely different sound, a chord, right? A chord, bringing everybody together to make a sound, which vibrational energy that is fuller and deeper and more resonant, right? So play your individual notes. Get together and join hands with those that resonate with you to create something fuller and deeper and more beautiful than you can create by yourself.
Yeah.
What's up, Krista?
Aquarius.
Yes, us 3. Hey, we're a chord of 3. And yes, and we're doing that. Yeah.
I'm trying to make a triangle.
There we go.
Oh, Trinity, right?
Here.
There's our gang sign, everybody.
Yeah, we are Trinity right here. Look at us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
and we illegally are making that step today. Incorporating coming together in a very grounded and legitimate way, right? To take our space on this planet and be a starting point for a coven of joy, for one thing, for our tribe of all of you people to be involved with all of this, and to bring our highest timeline to the world, right? And we're very, very grateful that you are all a part of this with us, and we can't wait.
And you know what the bonus is, Gayle?
What?
The bonus is that as we do that, we literally eradicate the negative aspects of our natal chart. We eradicate it. We burn the karma away completely. And so that's the bonus.
That's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
I didn't know that. That is
wonderful.
Awesome.
So I invite all of you this week, specifically starting today, get some tacos.
Yeah, a margarita.
Get a margarita, right? Get your tribe together, get your peeps together. You know, if you're all alone, get on a Zoom call. You know, invite people in. It's just
do it virtually.
Right, exactly. Do it virtually.
That's right.
Find those people that are the God, my sister's the musician. I don't know exactly, the difference between notes, how far apart they have to be to sound right together, right? But find those people that resonate with you and make something that's beautiful, a sound that heals, right?
Yes.
And don't be afraid to drop those discordant notes out of your life.
I love
it. Right? Those minor sounds, the sounds of fear and the sounds of death and the sounds of, all of that spooky stuff that has its place at certain times, but not right now. Right now, we want to grow. We want to expand. We want to create something that's absolutely beautiful. All right.
Magical.
All right.
And magical.
Yes.
Really. Exactly. It is. It's all about the magic that's within us coming forth. We all have it. It's not special to, you know what I mean? Okay. Yes, I'm saying we all aren't special. Oops. Continue.
Making music. I love it.
Yes.
One verse. One universe.
Exactly. All right. Now we got to say thank you to one of our winners today. For those of you who, I'm sorry, what?
I was going to say a viewer who's a winner.
Thank you. Thank you very much. See, this is
everyone's a winner.
These women.
But...
Yes. For those of you who watch us every week, thank you so much for sharing and liking and commenting on this post. We're growing because of you, and we really, really appreciate you. I'm also inviting those of you who watch and who have not been doing that, do that some more, because not that I begrudge anyone their winnings, but we're getting the same people winning over and over, and we want to share the wealth, right? We want some new people to explore the genius that is each of us Crones individually. So with that said, I want to congratulate this week's winner, Miss Allison Baker. Yay! So this is probably like the third or fourth time that Allison has won. And I am very excited, very, go for it, girl. But I also want to make sure that everybody knows that everybody who likes, shares, and comments on this broadcast gets an equal chance to win the prize. And for anyone who wins, the prize is your choice of a reading with one of us three Crones, right? With Krista, it's a crystal reading. With Damaris, it's a numerology or a tarot reading. And with me, it's either a tarot reading or an EFT training session. And I just did my first EFT training session as a prize this past week, and it was awesome. It was great. So fabulous stuff. Congratulations, Allison. And I can't wait to see how everything else unfolds with all of this. And we want to say thank you to our sponsors and contributors out there. And in here, Ms. Krista Ducharme, Dimensional Healing with Krista on Facebook, Damaris Samolinski with Ask the Genie with Damaris Samolinski, and yours truly, Gayle Nicholson with Creative Command Coaching and Consulting. From all of us here at Three Crones in the Woo Woo, thank you so much for being part of this coven of joy, and we cannot wait to see how the 2022 energy expands your life. So make sure to make some comments in the group this week so that we can clap along for you. All right, everybody, have a fantastic week. We love you.
We love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.